Hi, I'm Peter Birch. Today we're going to be looking at a black-headed python. That's right, I've got a black-headed python that's laying eggs. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy today's show. Welcome to CrittaCam. That's right guys, we've got a black-headed python laying eggs right now. In fact, I think she might have just finished. I did check her on a little bit earlier and she did push out a couple of eggs. I thought I'd give her a little bit of breathing space and I'll come back a couple of hours later to see where she's up to. So let's find out what she's up to right now. It's been about 8 years since the last time we bred these beautiful animals. And check this out, I mean, it's one of the best finds I've found in a long time. Look at her, she's just finished laying these beautiful eggs. Good boy, Queenie. So why the garbage bin lid? Well, it's very, very simple. Using a normal lay box for things like black-headed pythons and womas probably wouldn't work because they're open or you have a lid on them. These guys typically out in the bush are a burrowing species, so therefore they like to go down or they like to feel very secure. So therefore this lid here absolutely fulfills all that criteria. The snake can push its way underneath, it can get under there and it can push itself out and feel completely at home, really. Feeling all the sides and becoming very tactile. Now, typically snakes are very aggressive when it comes to their eggs and they're very protective. This mum is probably no different. This egg here is probably the last one to be laid. It's got a little bit of a shine or a little bit of a glare and it's a little bit on the slimy side compared to these white parchment little beauties. That means that was the last one, and as you can see, she's probably going to get a little bit upset. So look at that, she's still sort of stuck on the eggs, poor girl. I mean, what a mammoth effort. And if we're lucky enough, the eggs hopefully won't stick to the bottom of the cage too much. Quinns doesn't like the snakes in the room here. The big snakes scare her a little bit. Now you can see that one's flopping around a little bit, which isn't too bad. And yeah, they are sort of stuck to the bottom. So we need to slowly... Oh, they're all stuck to the bottom. This is going to be a mammoth effort, but we'll get it. Just going to slowly work our way through them. I mean, Mum has gone through and she's done all the hard yards there. Now it's up to us to make sure. This egg was the last one laid, so it's really easy to move. Put that aside. Now typically, you know, the dirt snakes don't have such monstrous eggs. So this is almost like a luxury for me. If they weren't so stuck. We'd be doing a little bit of a happy dance. But she's been very restless for the last couple of days. She's been a very good mama. Oh, gee. And there we go. We can now move them. Look at that. That's a huge effort right there. And what I'm going to do is get my hand underneath, because if they're not glued properly they'll just separate and fall off, just like that one. So look at that. It's a huge effort, huge effort. So let's make our way out. After you. Make your way out. Sit set these bad boys up. Look at that. That's a pretty bumper crop, man. Very bumper crop. And as I said before, the eggs I used to dealing with are quite tiny in size compared to these thumpers. Now what we can actually do, just to give you guys a bit of a scale of these eggs, we can chuck them on the scales right here. Just let me get set up. Get one of those on the scales. Gee whiz. Fully prepared today, aren't we? So, gonna let that tar off. See how much this chunkanoid. Look at that. 118 grams basically. Wow. That is a thumping egg. Now typically the other eggs that I'm used to dealing with are much smaller. Almost minute. Now why did I choose this substrate? Well, perlite's really good. Very good. It's dry perlite, and I put the rack on top. Even though you can submerge them and push them in, I just find it works a little bit better like this, just to have that bit of separation. They typically like a drier mix, so therefore I'm not using any water as such. You know, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 thumping monster eggs. Now that's a pretty good day collecting eggs on any day, I reckon. What do you reckon? Pretty good? Now, that's pretty cool. We also bred Womas this year and Blackheads. Now that's pretty awesome. I think that's absolutely amazing. 2 types of aspidities, 2 species of aspidities done and dusted for this season. Can't wait to see these little babies hatch, and I'll be keeping you guys up to date as we progress. Now I guess it's time to go into the incubator, which is slowly starting to get there, I guess. Starting to put a few eggs in there, but we're also doing a fair bit of maternal incubation of the dirt snakes, which you guys can obviously check out later on. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's show with that black-headed python eggs. Weren't they something big? They were absolutely massive. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you leave me some feedback and hit me up on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Until next time guys, thanks again for watching CrittaCam.